Hello, it's me again. Welcome to another Sunday cooking class, Cooking with Nina at Forte Tapas. I am very excited to welcome you guys back. This has definitely been a highlight of my week, every week. Let me see, I hope everyone can hear me okay. I think we should be good. We made it through another week. It's now Sunday. And I did some calculations. We are day, oh, and I'll hide it. So we're day 117 of 2020, in case anybody is confused on that. It's Sunday, April 26th, 2020, and today we're going to remember this date because we're making stuffed peppers, one of my favorite dishes. And yes, if you didn't catch on a little bit earlier, for both dishes, preset your oven to 400 degrees. So get that going. Yeah, week six, we are just flying through these weeks, and we have two different kits today that we're going to be accomplishing. Some of you got both, some of you got one and the other, but we have our vegetarian stuffed peppers, and then we have our stuffed peppers with the meat. And I'll actually be doing both, and we'll be able to cook both at the same time. Maybe they'll come out at a little different pace, but I think we'll be good. And also, I'm gonna keep this going. Every time I say I need you to take a drink from your wine or from your gypsy juice or from whatever you are enjoying that's left in your house and don't wanna go buy more alcohol from the store. All right, hi Alessandra, hi Martin. And also I'm super excited because we do have some people joining from out of state. My friend Adam Marina. I shared some recipes and directions with some people from Florida. We're getting a lot of calls, and a lot of it, I think, is because of what we've been doing so far, and because, in case you missed it, we were on a new episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives this week, and I was super proud to represent Las Vegas. And in case you missed it, I think they're rerunning it over and over again. So thank you for everyone that's joining outside of Las Vegas. Thank you, Las Vegas. I'm proud of this town, and hopefully we can keep on cooking together. But I'm gonna start the cooking process, the prep process, with a glass of wine. Cheers to you guys. And some of you got this awesome Pentagram, the Traminer. The closest I can compare it to is a Sauvignon Blanc. It's a nice, dry, white wine. What's up, Bryce? Yeah, Triple D Takeout. Hi, Neil. Hi, everyone else that's joining on. Freaking super. I am so excited. Okay, so today another special thing is I figured out how to cook with heat. And not only are we cooking with heat, also the air conditioning in this room has stopped working. So literally my sweat and my tears will be going into this dish. So I hope you can feel that from wherever you are. And we're gonna make this really, really special. All right, love you guys. So I'll show you guys. I'm gonna do halvesies for both, so we can both put them in at the same time, and then we'll plate everything. So in your kit, you have your peppers, some carrot, some parsley, some dill. That's gonna be mainly for the meat stuffed peppers. And then I'm gonna do a separate one and show you for the vegetarian stuffed peppers, you got these extra herbs and the carrot as a bonus, which I'll show you for like a little side dish that you can pair with the veggie stuffed peppers. All right, and in case you don't have that ready, get some aluminum foil. For some reason, I thought that the lids on the kits would serve as a way to cover them when cooking. I just don't know, and I can't say confidently that that will work out. So have some foil, a little water, spoon, knife, and we're gonna be good to go. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna start first with the vegetarian stuffed peppers. But if you got the meat stuffed peppers, you can start preparing these items and then we'll be able to assemble them all together at the same time. So for the vegetarian stuffed peppers, you have a carrot. And then for the stuffed peppers with meat, you have a carrot. So we're gonna grate the carrot. And I'm also like super proud because I've been seeing everyone at least one time a week. And I'm confident that by the time COVID is over, I will know everybody's name. And Forte will turn into Cheers, where everybody else knows each other's name, and we can all party and celebrate together. So I'm gonna grate both of my carrots, and we're gonna designate this for the veggie carrots. And give me a shout if you guys have any questions in the meantime. Okay. Great. Oh, what's up, Gavin? Hello again. I'm going to say one more hello to everybody, and just stop me if I'm going too fast or if something's unclear. We can go. Oh, what? Mimi, what are you drinking? Vodka. Wine? Wine. Wine and vodka. Okay, so next, actually for both parties, you're going to take your dill, and we're just going to start chopping it. I'm going to designate that for that. And I'm going to take my dill for the other part. Oh, and for the peppers, in case you didn't get the email, just have a little bit of cumin. It's optional, but it's going to add a lot of flavor to the meat stuffed peppers. And take our parsley. That on the side. Put that on the side. Oh, and my mom is actually on this chat, so if you'd like to chat directly with her, she is in the business. Okay, so we have all of those ready. Next, I'm actually going to clear all of this out. We have our peppers. For both kits, you want to take the tops off. And get my little bowl. And we're just going to remove our tops and get some of this inside out, but you want to leave as much pepper as you possibly can. So if you didn't get the email, that's all you need. You just need a little cumin. Everything else is in the kit. And this is the part that takes the longest. Okay, this is for one of them. I'm gonna do the other one. I figure This way we can all be on the same speed. Clearly, I've never worked with a knife before in my life, so that's why it's probably taking me a lot more time than anybody else. And Maria, we are not open today. So we have been opening Thursdays through Saturdays for delivery and curbside pickup. And then we have also been launching out some daily specials the other days of the week. We had a lot of fun doing Wednesday. We had bottles and boards. So you can buy a charcuterie or a cheese board with a bottle of wine for like $30. And then Thursday, we had Euro Deli Thursday. So before Forte was around, there was a Vropa Deli. It was right behind the Mirage. And we did a bunch of like gourmet sandwiches and things of that sort. So that's the day we highlighted it. And then the most popular after Fieri Friday was Spanish Saturdays. So we did paella, different tapas, and I think those are the ones that are gonna keep going throughout the week as well. Okay. So we have all of our peppers. Everything's been, all the tops have been taken out. And I'm just gonna do a little quick check. Great. Okay. So we're gonna start with the egg and cheese peppers. And we're gonna get our bowl. And we have our feta cheese, and I'm actually gonna put some gloves on so I can keep my hands a little cleaner during the process. For both. Okay. So we have our feta cheese, and we're just gonna crumble it into our bowl. And then you have the 2 eggs. Well, and we're just gonna mix that together. And you can see, like, probably 3 out of the 6 classes have had egg and feta cheese. So this is one of the things that we use in a lot of our different dishes. And these are gonna come out really nice. So you wanna get that all mixed together. Just kind of have a smooth, creamy texture. If you don't want to use your hands for when we fill the peppers, you can use a spoon. It just depends if you want to get your hands dirty or not. And thank you, Jolene. Jolene's answering some questions. And again, if you are the one person in this town who doesn't know Jolene, I'd like to introduce her to you. And she has Secret Burger. We launched these classes 6 weeks ago with Secret Burger, and it's been such a blast. It's a great platform, makes it super easy, and I know a lot of people were confused. We do have different add-ons when we do the cooking classes, so when you go to purchase, it's gonna show the lowest priced item before it leads to maybe the cooking class, depending on how it is. So that's something to keep in mind. Chef Brian Howard, nice to see you. And then this is optional again. This is gonna be your mix. We got it all done. You can add a little bit of baking soda to make it fluffy. You can also add just a little bit of club soda if you have that, and that will just make everything kind of puff up a little bit, similar to the banitsa. I'm gonna put a little bit in here and mix it up for good measure. And then we're just gonna start stuffing the peppers. And don't worry if your mixture is a little runny, that's not gonna really do anything. I included enough peppers in there so you can stack them nicely. We're just gonna put them in our bowl, a little baking pan. Okay. Can anybody give me a count on the amounts of drinks they've taken since I've started this? Because that would be helpful. Okay. And then we have the first round of the peppers done, okay? So what we do with these, you're gonna add just a little bit, just a tiny bit of water to cover the bottom of the pan, and that will help keep the moisture in. It'll help them kind of bake the right way and not dry them out. And coat the bottom. And these, I'm gonna cover them with my foil. And see where everybody is at. What if you're, Dasha, if you're using vegan yogurt, that's okay. The yogurt is going to be for the sauce that we dress the peppers with. And Michael, thank you. I am not taking sips of alcohol every time I do a pause with one of the words that I use, but I feel like I will catch up with you a little bit later. And these are great because you don't need as much cooking time as you do the big stuffed peppers. The flavors are really distributed more evenly, and you just get more bang for your buck. And for the veggie ones, we're gonna toss them in for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna remove the covering and put them in for maybe another 5 minutes. And the additional time is just so you get kind of that crispy layer on the outside. Okay. I have that done. Is everybody okay with that version? I think so. So another added bonus for the vegetarian stuffed peppers as a side, you can take your grated carrots, and this is just a nice light salad. And even if you have the meat ones too, if you have some leftover carrots, you can do this as well. And put my dill. And I love dill very, 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 very much. And then I'm actually gonna add a little bit of the Forte seasoning to this. You can do a little salt as well. And just to taste, I'm gonna put a little olive oil and some red wine vinegar. Okay. And this is a really nice, healthy salad inside for your stuffed peppers. Great. Now I'm gonna put this on the side for now. And we're gonna start with the meat stuffed peppers. I'm actually gonna turn my little skillet on right now and see where we're at with the question. Hi, Stacy. I'm happy to be with you. Catherine Tate, nice to see you. Perfect. So the one that I added for the salad is the Forte herb mix. You can also do the gypsy salt as well. Just depends what you like. I just want it to be, all these recipes you can turn into your own later on. You're not gonna make any mistakes. And let's see how far along we are with that. And great. Something else I wanted to touch on while this is getting warmed up. I want to do a shout out to Stretch at Grinders in Kansas City, Pete, Squid Inked in Alabama, and John with Salsa Brava in Flagstaff. These are all amazing places ran by amazing people, and they were all together on Triple D Takeout with me, if you guys saw. And congrats to Stretch, he won the best one. And I'm not arguing with that because his stuff looked really darn good. So Carrie, the carrot, if you got the meat kit, the carrot is for the stuffed peppers, and this is just an additional thing that you can make on the side if you wanted to have a garnish for your stuffed peppers. But if you got the meat kit, the carrot is predominantly for the stuffing for the stuffed peppers. Okay, and I think we're ready to go. So in our pan, we're just gonna add some olive oil and get that going. And we're gonna saute our onions. And this is my first time doing it with one of these little stovetop things, so we'll figure it out, but I think it's gonna start caramelizing soon. So for the onions, we just want to kind of clarify them and not overcook them because we just want to release the flavor, get everything working, and then when they're in the mix, they're really gonna add a special component to the stuffed peppers. Okay, well, while this is warming up, I'm actually gonna go grab the rice because I did forget the rice. And so I will be right back. Okay, so the professional extra burner has been a little bit less than extra, so we're getting it caught up, and you guys can see we just wanna caramelize these, not caramelize these, but we just wanna clarify them a little bit, release all the flavors. I have my rice as well. So I guess while this is going, we'll talk about the sauce. Everybody got some yogurt and dill sauce. If you want to recreate this at home, you just have some nice yogurt, depending on your preference, some dill, a little bit of garlic, and olive oil. You just mix that all together, and it creates a really, really nice dressing for the stuffed peppers. Cool. Anybody have any questions so far? Are we all getting caught up? Cool. And let me see if I have any questions that I missed. Okay. I think we're good. So next we are going to get our meat ready. I have mine here. All right. So our onions are starting to get nice and clear. I'm gonna lower my heat a little bit. And the next part We're gonna take our carrot and we're gonna toss it in with the onion. And we just wanna soften the onion, get all the moisture out of it. And these two together are gonna go in with our meat and the rice. And for the seasoning for the meat, we are gonna put I gave you guys some garden savory. You're gonna throw that in. And take a little bit of the cumin. Throw that in. I am gonna take a little bit of parsley for this and leave the rest for when we plate the dish. Maybe about like half of the parsley. And I'm gonna take the dill. Okay. And then what we're gonna do with this mixture is we're gonna add it in with our meat and our herbs. So that's perfect. Take the heat off of there. So both groups, if you have onion in for the peppers without meat, that can be extra. You can put that in your salad or on the side, so the onions don't go into the cheese mixture, and I'm sorry for that one. But the group that's sauteing the onions, that's for the meat. Okay. And this is gonna be a little bit warm. Wait for it to cool down. How are the peppers with the cheese, Mama? Peppers with the cheese. Yeah, if you have your peppers with the cheese in the oven, right now is a good time to check. And if you've noticed throughout all these classes, my pants keep getting higher, and that is all to constrain everything, especially from eating banitsa for the last 2 weeks. No, in Carrie, you don't cook the meat. We're actually gonna make the stuffing, and then when we stuff the peppers, you're gonna cook the peppers together with the meat. All right. So for this, you can use a spoon to mix everything together. I have been desensitized to a lot of things. One is including heat, so I actually just mix everything together by hand. So if you can tolerate that, great. If not, I would use some sort of mixing spoon and get everything mixed together. And if you're smelling what I'm smelling, it smells really, really good. You're getting all the cumin, you're getting the savory. Or a lot of people asked if you don't have savory and you want to make this at home, you can use oregano, substitute that. And yes, Tanisha, you are gonna mix the raw pork with the veggies and the herbs. And we got our mixture all together, and now we are gonna stuff our peppers. I don't know a prettier way to do this, so you can do it with a spoon if you'd like. I like to get all the meat inside the peppers, so we're about to share a very intimate moment together. So I apologize, and you're welcome. So we're gonna take our pepper. We're gonna start stuffing our peppers. If you'd like, you can have your children turn away from this process. We just wanna get like that. We're gonna lay them down like the other one. Oh shoot, you know what? No. Samantha, thank you. Gemini, thank you. I forgot the most important part, or one of the most important parts, and I'm so sorry because I was so worried about how we're gonna stuff these peppers and we're gonna add our rice to the mix. It's always something. Thank you, Gemini. Yes, so we're gonna rewind that one that I messed up, and we are gonna put our rice inside with the peppers. And then we're good. So now we're ready to fill them. Sorry, Brenda. Sorry, Gemini. Sorry, Natasha. Sorry, Jill. Sorry, everybody. I think I got a little overambitious trying to do both of these stuffed peppers at once, but I hope everybody's caught up. I'm gonna do mine. And there we go. And take my foil. But first we're gonna put, again, the same, just small layer of water at the bottom. These will help keep the moisture in and help them not dry out during the cooking process. So the stuffed peppers with meat, same thing. You are gonna toss them into the oven, but this time for about 25 minutes. And we're gonna check on them then. So here we are. And I think, how are the veggie ones? 5 more minutes. And something else that we started doing now, I made a separate Instagram account called Extra Servings where you can go Monday, and so this is designed for after the class. So if you can't join in and if you miss parts during the live one and I can't get to the questions in time, etc., you can go on Instagram and you can find a shorter version of the video that highlights everything again step by step without forgetting certain ingredients. And it'll be a nice resource for you after the classes or if you want to refresh going forward. How close are we? I'm getting excited. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited. Okay. And yeah, Laura, that's to answer your questions. If you want to go on Instagram and follow Extra Servings, that's going to be the Monday supplementary guide to the Sunday cooking classes and a nice tool for refreshing the recipes and a good way for everybody that has been doing the classes to kind of communicate with each other. If you have more personal questions, then it'll be a lot easier and more seamless. So Antoinette, the rice is actually cooked beforehand. So we're adding some cooked rice. I use jasmine rice here at Forte. I really like the texture and the flavor. And Michael, yeah, we're just gonna drink a little bit more. See, I feel like I'm running a marathon. I tried to time this out perfectly and there was a mistake. So I'm sorry if anybody is behind or if I'm the one making everybody be behind. But I think the vegetarian version should be done and coming out right now. And Jennifer, yes, the meat is gonna be raw. The meat is gonna be raw because we're doing the whole mix, stuffing the peppers, and then we're gonna cook the peppers together with the meat in the oven. And then yes, again, Jennifer, you're gonna put the rice together with the meat and the herbs and the veggies. And I think the peppers are done. Awesome. So we have our stuffed peppers with the egg and the feta cheese. And Jolene, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Bryce got one of them too. Oh gosh. Great. So we have our stuffed peppers, and you can always test it. You want the peppers still to have kind of a firmness to it, and all the egg and everything cooked in together. And we're gonna plate this one how I think would be great. So you can, if you have the vegetarian one, you have your sauce. If you want to put like a thin layer on the bottom of the plate. And then we'll mix up the colors. And this is such a fun dish. We get this dish ordered a lot for catering because it's really easy to handle, has a lot of flavor. And if you're making it at home, you know, we have a lot of holidays coming up, Mother's Day, Cinco de Mayo, I don't know what else is coming up, my birthday in June 7th. Hopefully we'll be able to celebrate that. Okay, so we have that. And I like to put a little bit of the sauce on top. You have some on the side for additional dipping. And then you can put a little bit of this nice salad on the side. And you have a really fun, vibrant and colorful and very healthy dish. Huh? I'm gonna put some parsley on it. There we go. Stuffed peppers. That's with the egg and the feta cheese. And we're still waiting a little bit. I think we have like 20 more minutes. So what else should we talk about? And Samantha, Gemini, awesome. We have a lot of birthdays coming up. Maybe Gemini and I can celebrate together. So Sarah, for the egg and the feta cheese peppers, you're gonna bake those for about 20 minutes total. So you're gonna do about 15, 20 minutes for the egg and then additional 5 minutes if you want to get more of a cheese egg crust on it. Yes, and Natasha, 25 minutes for the meat stuffed peppers. Okay. Oh, I know what I'm going to talk about. So this class was a little bit more intricate. The next class is going to be a little bit more simple, but the next class is going to be a lot of fun because a lot of you guys know Bryce Krausman from DW Bistro. He's the amazing, fabulous owner over there. DW is one of my favorite places to go for brunch on Sundays and in general. And today earlier he was making his flautas, which happened to be one of my favorite dishes, and I actually got the kit thanks to him. And next Sunday we are planning to do something together in some sort of capacity. And we were going back and forth in ideas, and we both thought, it's the beginning of May, it's almost Mother's Day, there's Cinco de Mayo coming, and everybody is starting to get a little antsy in preparation of what's gonna happen after quarantine is done, how we're gonna handle things. You know, if maybe you've neglected part of yourselves and you wanna just feel fun and fresh and have some other things to look forward to going forward. We're gonna include some other businesses in this. We're gonna do some giveaways and ways for you to participate. If you know anybody in the local community who deserves to be highlighted, then please shoot me a message on Facebook or through Forte Tapas's page, and we would love to highlight these businesses in what we're calling the Core Indulgence Variety Show. It's going to be similar to maybe something like QVC for the modern day. We're going to have a couple different dishes that we're making. Bryce is going to make some DW flair. I'm going to make some Forte flair, and we are going to have a lot of fun. And it'll probably be a little bit more towards an hour of a show because we're going to add some fun elements to it. And Jason, I mean, I don't mean to be biased, but a lot of people born in June or of the Gemini zodiac sign are some of the best people. And a lot of you guys know Bryce. He's one of those people in town who always greets you with a smile and makes you feel warm and like family. And I think that's kind of what we like to do here too. So we're both gonna welcome you lovingly. And yeah, honestly, I can't wait for everyone to be able to return to Forte and have you guys here. I am getting a little stir crazy and very grateful that especially this week I got to see you guys more than just on Saturday. And thank you for participating in the other different dinners that we offered. It's just been really, really nice to see people's faces. So Bradley, for the carrot salad, I just had some grated carrots. You can do a little bit of salt, or if you have our seasoning from here at Forte, we have our gypsy salt, which is the dried wild garlic, and then we have our Forte mix, which is the paprika, the cumin, the garden savory, the fenugreek, and a little bit of the sea salt. And we just mix that all together with the dill, some red wine vinegar, and some olive oil. And that's all to taste because you don't want it to be too salty, and you're getting a lot of acid and salt from the red wine vinegar as well. And Jack, we used ground pork shoulder. So that's the base of the pork that we used. And can anybody give a shout out? Who has been here since day one? Who helped launch these virtual dining experiences? Aaron, I wish I could fill your glass from here if you're out of wine, but I'm just gonna fill mine. How far along are we? Mama? 5 more minutes? So Jolene, the only one that I have so far up on the extra servings is from the banitsa. And the banitsa is completely on there. And this week I'm gonna catch up all the old kits. And my plan with that is also to help relaunch some of our older kits that you guys can buy again and be able to recreate these dishes and not have to go through this jumbled me talking to myself the whole time. And Carrie, yeah, we can get the clay pot kits again. Oh, and some of you also got the Gypsy Juice mix, and that is non-alcoholic. I made a concentrate, 16 ounces, and for that, it's about 2 ounces of the Gypsy Juice mix with vodka or gin or whatever you seem to enjoy it with, or you can mix it with sparkling water or enjoy it over ice for a non-alcoholic treat as well. And also for this class, I saw a lot of people that I haven't seen before, so I'm happy that word's getting out about it. It was nice meeting some new faces as well. And I also had a lot of people show up that had never even been to Forte. So this is really special to be able to share these recipes and kind of get people going. So when we open, you guys are ready. We're ready to serve you. And you guys already know the different dishes. Because I think a couple people said that they enjoy coming to Forte and they enjoy looking at the menu and ordering, but it's kind of like they're receiving it as a surprise and maybe are a little bit intimidated to order a couple of these dishes because they don't know exactly what they are. And in this case, you guys are super professionals. You guys could probably train my staff when they come back and really explain to them all the different things that go into it. So this is great. And Alex, thank you for bringing up Garagiste. They're in downtown, and I am so bummed because right before quarantine, I was gonna go to one of their wine tastings over there. I've been following their social media. They're doing an amazing job, and I'm actually gonna sit down on the computer later and see how I can get involved with some of the programs that they have. Maybe we can even join forces and do a wine pairing with their wines and maybe one of the dishes we cook. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Oh, and another thing I wanted to talk about is we have been getting a lot of calls and emails for people who are out of Las Vegas and want to participate in these classes. So I'm very excited because Jolene's also on board. We're going to create a special ticket for out-of-state people. So you can still be involved with the kids, you can still be involved with the process, and I will be giving one-on-one time with you guys, really help you, lead you through the process up until the date that we cook. So be ready for that. We're gonna launch that tomorrow on Secret Burger and just give everybody an opportunity to be a part of this because it's so exciting to be able to share all these things with our local community and the response from communities throughout. Another option that we've been brainstorming here with these awesome gentlemen from Event Capture who are helping produce all of these cooking shows is if you guys live in a different city other than Forte and if you have a favorite restaurant that you go to that would be interested in being involved in making these kits, then we would really be interested in seeing how we can work together to kind of spread this throughout the United States. And you can either send me a private message. Would be awesome if you can connect me directly so we can serve more people through the United States and get everybody cooking some Forte food. Awesome. And right now too, guys, if you have anything that you haven't seen from these cooking shows that you want to see, if you have a favorite dish that you want to highlight, even if you have a dish that you grew up on that you want to share with me, and I can make that dish into a Forte dish and add some Bulgarian and European spin to it, then I'm also up to that. You know, this has been really fun for me to exercise that creative muscle that I haven't gotten to use in a while. And I think that would be a lot of fun. So I'm open to kind of hearing your thoughts and seeing what other components we can add to these classes. And Tanisha, you're one of those people I met yesterday, and thank you so much. You really stuck in my mind, and I'm very happy that you could be a part of this. So thank you. And the dish that we did on DDD or Triple D takeout was we did two dishes. One was the pelmeni and one was the vareniki. We already did the vareniki, so I will post that on the extra servings page. The lamb confit, yeah. And I know, Martin, we can do kebabcha. I just don't know if that's going to be that interesting for a lot of people. It's not too much of a process, but I'm happy to share the recipe, even maybe like a separate thing. Fried chicken, Bradley, we can do fried chicken. We can do Bulgarian fried chicken. I think that would be a fun take on it. Okay, and we're checking on the stuffed peppers with the meat right now. Nice, Natasha. Another thing that I've been really enjoying with these classes is that even after they're done, especially with the banitsa, a lot of people sent me photos from afterwards, the different variations that they did. I have one of my friends in Florida. Some of you guys saw it, I posted it on the story. He did a khachapuri with some veggies and other things inside of it, which looked phenomenal, so keep that going. 5 more minutes? We're 5 minutes away from having the stuffed peppers with the meat. And Sarah, thank you. This has also been a really fun activity for me, and I'm glad that you're sharing with your mom because I share like 90% of my week with my mom. And she's been helping me a lot. Okay. All right. And cheers again. So while we're waiting, we'll get the plate ready for the stuffed peppers. Here at Forte, we just do a nice layer on the bottom. And thank you, Erin. You're one of the people I remembered the name, and Chris too. I'm learning everybody's name. It's a point for me. It's great to see you guys. And Mike, yes. If you have somebody in Wisconsin that would like to help out with these in the future, that would be awesome. And even if later down the line they wanted to do their own kits, and I could help service them here in Vegas as well. So it's all about community. And if one thing that this whole quarantine and COVID has shown us is that community doesn't just mean like the area that you live in, like it reaches far more out, and we're all in this together. And I believe that so far everybody's been super helpful, and I'm looking forward to help even more any way that I can. And Paul, let's get Kentucky in. And Chris, I'm going to announce it. Oh, awesome. So if you haven't done so, I think our peppers are ready to go. Is everyone taking them out? And Mike, again, goulash. Goulash is coming. I will share the recipe with you. I don't know if goulash is going to be all that lucrative in the sweltering heat that's approaching us and that I'm feeling today, but if people vote for goulash, we will do goulash. Okay. So now we have our beautiful, colorful, happy peppers, and just looking at them makes me very happy and very hungry. And you can guess what is on the menu for the rest of the day is stuffed peppers, which I'm not downgrading the banitsa and the khachapuri, but this is probably a little bit more sustainable to eat on a daily basis than the tons of carbs that those present. And then I like to just top the peppers. And again, you just add your fresh herbs on there. And then that's about it, guys. And if you do have some carrots left over, you can add them to the mix. Another fun salad that I want to touch on with the carrots, you can do the same thing with the dill, the red wine vinegar, olive oil, a little salt, but you can also add grated apple, grated beets, and it creates this. Is there anything else that goes in that? Apple, beets, carrots, and we call it like a vitamin salad. So you get all those fun different flavors in there, and the tartness from the green apples and the flavors from the carrots. And like the tenderness from the beets. It's just really, really, really healthy. All right. Does anybody have any other questions? We have both of our awesome dishes. Stuffed peppers with meat, stuffed peppers with egg and feta. And honestly, guys, this makes a great meal. And on the next day, just reheat them, and it's a fun snack to enjoy. And also a great way to put your kids to work if you are running out of things to do with them. And the most important thing is, again, next week we are doing the Core Indulgence Variety Show to help you on your way to getting to May and the summertime, in case we've forgotten a little bit about this. And you know, the summer body is all just going to be about personality. We're going to add some other things that kind of brighten you up a little bit and lift your spirits. I've gotten a lot of requests for this, and the dish that we're going to do next week is our dates. So the dates have been a Forte staple from the beginning. Some people have it for their appetizer with their tapas, and a lot of people have it for dessert because you have all these amazing flavors. You have the sweetness, you have the savory, you have the tartness, and we're going to be making the dates and the Jerez vinegar reduction that goes along with it. And I'm going to do a couple add-ons. I have bottles of this Jerez vinegar. I have another thing that we're going to do is these plates have been so popular. A lot of people have been asking questions. We're going to add these serving plates onto the mix, some bowls, and a cocktail. And something that goes great with that, we're going to have our rosé. So Terra Tangra makes a great rosé. You guys have tried wines from them before in other kits. And this rosé is made from Mavrud, which is a very popular grape in Bulgaria. So that's it. If anybody else has any questions. Oh, and Mother's Day, Michael, I'm going to touch on this. So some of you guys know we are in the caviar business. We have a company called the Caviar Collective. And pre-COVID, the Caviar Collective was all about creating really fun, immersive experiences and connecting people through great food and beverage, and basically demystifying caviar and how it's served and how it's enjoyed. So Mother's Day will be very much about treating your mom, treating the woman you love. If you're the head of the household and a matronly figure, this is a great way for someone to take care of you or take care of yourself, etc. So the caviar box will have everything that you need to create that, that caviar experience. And we'll have a couple different options to really make a special moment for your mom. So you should probably start talking to people about that, giving hints, because I'm going to start posting on it probably in the next couple days. So it's a good hint time, and 2 weeks out, I think it'll be great. Awesome. Thank you guys very much. I'm happy to be here with you every Sunday, and we will be posting the tickets for next week's from Forte's side tomorrow. And have a great rest of your day. Cheers.